Hi, my name is Scott McPherson, and I'm building an MMORPG from scratch. And since it's not yet named, we're just going to call it MMOFS for short for now. MMOFS is a semi first person, meaning a fixed close follow behind camera perspective set in the medieval fantasy setting of knights and dragons, swords and sorcery kind of stuff. MMOFS is a callback to old MMOs while taking advantage of modern technology and avoiding the stereotypical pitfalls that modern MMOs seem destined to repeat. Rather than being loosely Dungeons and Dragons based as many MMOs are, where you pre-select your class and have a fixed or semi-fixed progression, in MMOFS you start out as a mostly blank slate and have the ability to develop your character in any way that you want as your character progresses. If you suddenly want to learn archery, then feel free to do so. There will be no penalty whatsoever for expanding your character skill set. You won't lose anything you already know, and you won't be penalized. Your only cost is the extra time spent playing with your new skills. If you want to return back to magic and spellcasting, feel free. There was really nothing from stopping you from casting a few spells while you were bow fighting anyway, and you can resume right where you left off or train them both at the same time. All that is required is that you play however it is that you want to play. The game will be rich in content and character development, but with a lean character control system that allows people to play the game with a few simple controls rather than having to learn and manage an entire keyboard of shortcuts and cooldown management. But be careful though, attacking all out with a heavy, hard-hitting warhammer might leave you flat-footed and open to an attack when you miss. MMO YouTuber Josh Strife Hayes has categorically described each archetypal thing that's wrong with modern MMOs.
What is ruining modern MMORPGs?
I'll put a link to my favorite one of his YouTube videos below. And you should note that Josh and I agree very much on what ruins MMOs today. Here are the top few, of which are core design concepts in the development of MMO from scratch. Meta kills MMOs. Number 2, convenience kills MMOs. And finally, daily quests. Quests in MMO from scratch will be used to reveal new areas and content, introduce the player to in-game lore, or provide a great storyline adventure. You can find quests by speaking to people or noticing something about the environment that seems to be out of place. Why is there a black stone every 10 meters of this road? Is that crack in the cliff face new? I don't remember seeing that before. That doesn't mean there won't be some regular quests, but those quests will be important to the game and have real significance. For instance, a caravan might need hired guards while carrying gold out to or back from bank branches in surrounding towns and cities. If the gold doesn't get through, even though you might have a legitimate deposit bank account, if the bank doesn't have the money, you can't withdraw what the bank doesn't have. Another regular quest might be to rob that same caravan. These three things have turned MMORPGs into what I think can be more accurately called very large MMO fantasy arenas. Well, MMOFS is very much inspired by and attempts to take from the Halcyon days the best parts of those early MMOs, especially the core design principles that are found in Meridian 59 and Ultima Online. The world is to be an open world with optional but recommended story-driven quests or quests that are meaningful to gameplay. You can find all content without following any storyline quests if you don't want to, but those quests might give you a great story to share with your friends. We'll be publishing a free playable prototype demo that shows all the core features with perhaps up to 30 minutes of solid gameplay, and we will expand the game from there. So stay tuned and subscribe because we'll continue to provide development updates and any major announcements here. In the near future, we will publish some more videos describing and perhaps demonstrating some feature of the game as we complete them, such as creating your character or how to control your character, combat, or any other thing that we feel is cool to show off. But that's it for now.